Hello everyone, today we are going to explore chapter 15, the book of Luke. In this chapter we can see the God's heart toward all mankind, which He is longing to save and give us the restored status, restored position in the creation world. So let's delve into the passage Jesus gave us during his messianic work. Chapter 15, verse 1, the parable of the lost sheep. Now the tax collectors and sinners were all gathering around to hear Jesus. But the Pharisees and teachers of the law muttered, "This man welcomes sinners and eats with them." They couldn't understand. The teachers of the law and the Pharisees couldn't understand why Jesus welcomes the sinners, which are prostitutes and tax collectors at the time. Because they couldn't see the heart of God, which is looking forward to saving them. They were so-called spiritual leaders for Jewish people, but they couldn't meet the Creator. So Jesus continues to say, verse 3, then Jesus told them this parable. Suppose one of you has 100 sheep and loses one of them. Doesn't he leave the 99 in the open country and go after the lost sheep until he finds it? And when he finds it, he joyfully puts it on his shoulders and goes home. Then he calls his friends and neighbors together and says, "Rejoice with me. I have found my lost sheep." I tell you that in the same way, there will be more rejoicing in heaven over one sinner who repents than over 99 righteous persons who does not need to repent. Verse 8, the parable of the lost coin. Or suppose a woman has 10 silver coins and loses one. Doesn't she light a lamp, sweep the house, search carefully until she finds it? And when she finds it, she calls her friends and neighbors together and says, "Rejoice with me, I have found my lost coin." In the same way, I tell you, there is rejoicing in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner who repents. So Jesus gives us this message, how joyful it would be when one sinner repents and be saved. The parable of the lost son. Verse 11, Jesus continued. There was a man who had 2 sons. The younger one said to his father, "Father, give me my share of the estate." So he divided his property between them. Not long after that, the younger son got together all he had set off for a distant country, and there squandered his wealth in wild living. After he had spent everything, there was a severe famine in the whole country, and he began to be in need. So he went and hired himself out to a citizen of that country, who sent him to his fields to feed pigs. He longed to fill his stomach with the pods that the pigs were eating, but no one gave him anything. When he came to his senses, "How many of my father's hired servants have food to spare, and here I am starving to death? I will set out and go back to my father and say to him, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. make me like one of a hired servants. So he got up and went to his father. But while he was still a long way off, while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion for him. It signifies that the father was looking forward to seeing his lost second son for a long time at the place where might be at the entrance of the village or entrance of the house. So the father instantly recognized his beloved second son coming back. So he ran. It signifies that how joyful the father was filled with. He ran to his son, threw his arms around him and kissed him. The son said to him, "Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I'm no longer worth to be called your son." But the father said to his servant, "Quick, bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Bring the fattened calf and kill it. Let's have a feast and celebrate. For this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." So they began to celebrate. Meanwhile, the older son was in the field. When he came near the house, he heard music and dancing. So he called one of the servants and asked him what was going on. "Your brother has come," he replied, "and your father has killed the fattened calf because he has him back safe and sound." The older brother became angry and refused to go in. So his father went out and pleaded with him. But he answered his father, "Look, all these years I have been slaving for you and never disobeyed your orders." We can see the first son's mentality. What he has done was considered as slaving work. The first son has a really sick mentality. Actually, he was privileged to live as the first son of the father, and what father has was what he could enjoy in it. And under father's care, he could have peace and joy and food and spare his life. But his mental status was ill. All these years I have been slaving for you. What a ridiculous statement. Never obeyed you. Yeah, you never gave me even a young goat so I could celebrate with my friends. But when the son of yours who has squandered your property with a prostitute comes home, you kill the fattened calf for him. My son, the father said, you are always with me. Everything I have is yours. But we have to celebrate and be glad because this brother of yours was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found. What Jesus came for was seeking the lost and found and save them. So this was Jesus' mission on earth, and this mission was given by God. This was implemented by Jesus. This mission given by God was accomplished by Jesus, the Messiah. Thank you for listening to Isaac Bible Class.